Good afternoon and hello and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, also known as TOCNS, TOCNS. This show is an amalgam of strange, weird, bizarre, off-the-wall, and otherwise things you don't normally see anymore from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss. For links to the articles, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Alexander, and I am joined by...
MTM.
Yep.
My new logo that I'll be going by as I read the great news to y'all people.
Yes, yes. And we also have Dote Guy, also known as Bread Mace, also known as Rhombusser. Oh, and Oates just joined us. Welcome, welcome. And Queen Victoria, of course, the second. We cannot forget you and your the amazing beauty you bring to the show. Anyway, today is Woden's Day, also known as Odin's Day, also known as Wednesday. Why can't I remember? November 9th, 2022. Wow, I am scatterbrained today. So we are going to be doing something unique today. We are going to be talking about an event that has happened that most of us have probably participated in. These 2022 elections. There's still voting places going on right now, so the jury is still out in a lot of things. But there are certain things like marijuana and things like legalization or whatnot that in some areas have passed, some areas they have not passed. Mr. MTM, this was what you wanted to speak about, so I give you the floor, good
so
sir.
I found it particularly interesting that Maryland and Missouri both passed recreational allowance laws, but not North Dakota, South Dakota, and Arkansas. And it seems that places with more rural areas would want that because those places seem to have the biggest problem with hard drugs, like Oklahoma, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, right? We've all seen Breaking Bad before, so
Yeah, well,
it seems like those places would want more legalization, but North Dakota and South Dakota pushed back on that, and so did Arkansas.
well, it would make sense what you said, but at the same time, you got to consider more rural areas are more, traditional, and especially like
That's right.
when you talk about religion and everything. So I don't know about North and
Could
South
be that as
Dakota,
well.
but Arkansas, Bible thumpers, devil weed,
Right.
so it makes sense with them. I don't know about North and South Dakota though. Like the only thing about North Dakota is that everybody's leaving it, and South Dakota is
Yeah.
where Mount Rushmore is. That's really all I know.
Well, Missouri is kind of an overlapping Bible Belt type of state too that has a lot of Christian values. So I suppose that is a bit surprising, but now the way you put it, it does make sense.
Yeah, but
The thing about these initiatives though is that once they show up on a ballot and they don't pass, they're just going to be on the ballot every time
yeah,
until they pass again. That's the way it
yeah.
was in
So
California for recreational use.
so it's like a disease. Once you have it, you got it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Yeah.
in your microbiome. Oh
Just
goodness.
legalize it, people. It's a plan. What? Like honestly, why keep it illegal? Like what does people smoking pot do to you? You know, like
Hmm.
unless they're raiding your fridge and sleeping on your couch. But other than
The
that,
yeah the,
you
the
know,
issue people seem to take is that it would create traffic accidents, which is actually disproven. Have you ever heard of this? The famous CIA FBI study, or it was a CIA study actually, where they tested in the 1970s. They were trying to find evidence that people driving stoned would be bad, so they tested a bunch of people's driving skills while they were sober, and then had this like really good government weed that they were growing that they made all the people smoke, and they did better when they were stoned because they were more attentive and focused on driving, and they were anxious about failing the test. So they did better the second time, and the CIA covered it up for years.
wow,
Yeah, can you
wow,
imagine that?
that's crazy. But yeah, like
So
some people wanted to talk to you about because you're talking about what Pennsylvania earlier, or somebody was talking about Pennsylvania, pissing on about John Fetterman and everything. Like I don't follow any of this. Like it's just too much. Like there's enough in the world already to get annoyed about, and I just ignore politics except for like immediate local.
well, yeah,
And,
these were midterms, and it's the second year for big election since Biden took the White House, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of turnover for a lot of state assembly people as well. I think that on the ballot in my county, we had about 9 or 10 people running for judicial communities. The transit director was also being changed, and so was the district attorney. Actually, they had an election for that candidate as well.
Hmm. Well, I was looking at California, and like, was this for the governor, or was this for some other position?
Yes, it was. There was governor elections in California
So
that
we
went
no
on.
longer have Newsom?
It could look that way, right? Because you know, San Francisco, that whole Berkeley to San Francisco Oakland area is kind of called the blue bubble, where this blue pill kind of philosophy seems to reign, and then the rest of the area is populated by Okies, farming communities, Fresno, yeah, all of that is very red pilled, red
Areas.
leaning people, yeah, Redding as well.
Now, what is it? What's the peach color mean? Like 50-50 or something like that?
It's undecided, but leaning towards red, and you can see that down
Oh,
by
I
Los
see. Okay,
Angeles.
so light
There's
red,
also
light blue.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there. Yeah, light blue is there.
Okay. I'm concerned
Yeah.
though. My area OC, it's just lightish red, and so that's concerning because like that's the connection. Like we have a non-stop strip of blue all along the coast, and then you just have this little hiccup in OC, and then it just keeps going. So, like,
Well,
that's
things are very are being the ROV changes their rules of initiation seemingly every year.
yeah.
It's very peculiar. I was working for them this year, and they had us actually. They have electronic voting machines that people will use, and in order to
Mine
use
was
them,
paper. Mine was paper. We
yeah.
didn't have the little rolly thing this time.
The machine you file a machine and then you print out a QR code that has your unique votes on it actually, and that is submitted to the
Ah,
machine at the ROV when counted. And so they
sorry.
actually set up a separate electronic machine
Hmm.
for another town in the county, and it had its own key card reader as well. You need a precinct number, which is a code that puts in after the key card goes in, and then that lets the person vote on their issues for their county.
Hmm.
Uh, but for some reason, they set it up for another town at my particular precinct, and lo and behold, it was never used. Big surprise.
Yeah, this is
But
not good. There's like 75 ways
very odd,
to
very
vote
odd.
anymore these days. It's ridiculous. Like,
I
uh,
agree.
yeah. Were there any states anybody wants to look at before we move on into the articles I've discovered for us?
Please unmute. Let's have a discussion.
Yeah. I
Go
see
for
we
it.
have Xanathos joined us. Muffin joined us earlier. So, yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and look at Indiana and tell me what's going on. I'm kind of in the other room, though, but I got
Okay.
the headset with me.
Indiana looks like it is red.
Mostly red, with
Todd Young
Indianapolis being
winning
blue.
by
Yeah.
90%. Damn, that's a landslide
See,
right
this
there.
is a common trend where like the big cities will be highly propagated, and then they'll have their. I don't want to say too much on the air, but like
Well, no,
it
like
seems
this
that
is
the big cities have this big blue pilled agenda going on, or some kind of blue pilled philosophy propagating them, and so they have this blue bubble that
well,
initiates there, but then the rest of the country is seemingly red.
it's a natural progress of society because when you get more people in the denser populated areas, more and more things, become, easier. Like, we have
Seemingly
like,
so.
food, availabilities and all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Muffin? Um, like so much easier things to life. Like, I've never had to slaughter an animal because I've never been out in the rural areas, but
Yeah,
people,
true.
yeah. So like, it's just natural cultural evolution. Like the denser the population, the more liberal the politics becomes because you have all these other people, and we got to be inclusive, we got to be friendly to each other, mwah mwah mwah, and then, it turns into this, like,
Yeah.
and then all we care about is we can't hurt feelings, feelings, like. Meanwhile, out in Zimbabwe, some kid stubs his toe and dies,
Yeah.
because it's more rural. So that's just how things go. Um, Um, any other states other than Indiana? Because Indiana, Todd Young, the Republican, is one.
What's happening in Georgia right now? Ray.
Georgia, runoff election. I think they're having a recount.
Wow.
No, they didn't win 50%, so they'll have to redo it.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I see.
So we won't know for a while.
0.5%, yeah. And some of those people are probably provisional voters that, you know, they register to vote that day, and so their ballot has to take time to be registered into the system and then counted.
Now, would this be any form of like residue from all the people in California who set up a residence in like various places like Georgia to vote blue to move back during the presidential election? Because remember all that shenanigans was going on.
That is a possibility. You know, in California, you actually are not required to surrender a vote by mail ballot, and post-COVID era, everyone gets them in the mail anyways. So.
Well, I'm talking specifically
that could be the case that people would move to that people could maliciously act, go to Georgia with Georgia residency and vote there, and also mail in a vote by mail ballot. If they time it right, it could hit at the same time and count twice.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. See, Louisiana's gone red, so that's good.
That's the law as well.
Yeah. Most this looks like half of the states are still in limbo here. So.
Yeah, seemingly so. Yeah, some people have been holding their elections a little bit later.
Oh wait, no, yeah, these guys didn't even have an election. No election. Okay, never mind. So, dang. That's wicked. Any other states we can look at? Okay, well, let's move on to the actual news here. So, yeah. Moving on up here, we got from Rebel News, Zuckerberg lays off 11% of Meta's workforce.
Goodness.
Good.
Lucky number 11, but not for them, I suppose.
Mark Zuckernazi has announced massive layoffs at Meta. Some 13% of employees are set to lose their jobs amid increasing costs and decreased revenues. Over the past year, Meta, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, has experienced struggles with Zuckerberg's investment into the metaverse, a virtual reality world that the billionaire CEO believes will serve as the next stage for digital communication. He just ripped off Second Life, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
and many other
VR chat really more is what it seems like.
Well, VR chat is the next rendition of Second Life, and then third is Metaverse, from what I know.
Yeah, really so.
There's a lot in between, but those are the big ones.
So. Mark S. Brownlee actually did a video showing some of the Metaverse stuff that hasn't been very publicly shown. He got access to hang out with Zuckerberg and show some of that off, and some of it is incredibly realistic. What they've been able to do with the technology. But yeah, I think that he wants to progress further. He's hoping to do that with this, have less employees focused on more things to get more.
You want to read this section?
Sure. Despite developing a host hardware, software, and servers to maintain the service, the metaverse, which Meta hopes to deliver through its app Horizon Worlds, has failed to garner much interest. And analysts criticize Zuckerberg for tripling the company's payroll from 25,000 people to over 85,000 in the past 4 years.
Damn.
Writing to employees on Wednesday, Zuckerberg announced that the firm will cut around 11,000 staffers and extend the ongoing hiring freeze. In this environment, we really need to be more capital efficient, Zuckerberg wrote. We've cut costs across our business, including scaling back budgets, reducing perks, and shrinking our estate footprint. We're restructuring teams to increase our efficiency, but these teams alone, won't bring our expenses in line with our revenue growth. So I've made the hard decision to let people go.
All right, let's end reading right there because I want to
sure.
push.
Move
I like to
on
push viewers to go to the actual website to give the foot traffic there, and to extend their knowledge about it.
Yeah.
So, but this is hilarious in my opinion. Like, this,
I think so too.
This is reminding me of what happened at the start of Google Glass. Anybody remember that? Yep.
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, Muffin, why don't you unmute yourself? Let us hear your gorgeous voice. Oh, you're around people. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's wild. Does anybody else have anything to say? I say Xanatos is unmuted.
I'm muting via my headset, so I
Oh.
don't have to keep walking into the computer room every time I want to say something.
Okay.
But
What are your thoughts about this?
I mean, it couldn't have happened to a nicer group of people.
All right. Well, let's move on up here. More from Rebel News. Trudeau wanted to punish tow truck drivers who wouldn't tow convoy trucks. Ah, what an asshole. It says here, the readout of the call between the two leaders was admitted as evidence in the Public Order Emergency Commission, POEC, by Alan Honor, a lawyer for the Civil Liberties Charity, the Democracy Fund. And then there's this email thing here right there. Quote, we'll have to figure out what to do with these tow trucks who are not doing their job and fulfilling their duties to the city. There must be a serious reckoning afterward, end quote, said Prime Minister to Doug Ford. Quote, if you need tow trucks, you will get the U.S. to help, and it will be embarrassing for us. But if the U.S. is offering, we need to take it, end quote. So it sounds like a lot of the tow truck drivers, aren't, like they're not helping. Well, this was back during the honking, so this is not like a current event, right? Like.
Oh yes, I mean like. I think they're generally fed up with people's inability to realize that you need a good foundation to build any kind of castle as big in any kind of kingdom. Mm-hmm. And they are really the foundation of that, right? As we were talking about.
Truckers are
last
the
time,
foundation of our
they
society.
need to get the supplies around. They need diesel to go, and they need people to support them to do that. And no one's willing to support them. No one's willing to realize that. Not even Trudeau.
You should check out the new shitstorm he's setting himself in, because information was leaked that he was having talks with people and basically putting political pressure to get things done that he shouldn't have been doing.
So
I don't remember specifically what, but I mean, something that all politicians do, and we all know they do. He just got caught.
The first thing that popped in my mind was Fidel Castro, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, it's his son. So.
Well, it says the federal government has maintained the Emergencies Act was necessary to force tow operators to do the government's bidding. Goodness. Very bottom.
This is insanity. So.
Yes.
And all this started because of vaccine mandates on the border to enter Canada. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let's move on up. More from Rebel News. Twitter employees worked hand in hand with Department of Homeland Security to monitor disinformation. Well, this isn't anything new to anybody here, but I'll just read this first paragraph here just to humor any viewers. On last night's episode of the Ezra Levant Show, Ezra examined how social media companies like Twitter and Bookface have been working directly with law enforcement agencies like the Federal Bureau of Investigation to gather intelligence and monitor disinformation. So, yeah, I don't think I need to read anymore. This isn't anything surprising, new. So
I feel like everything is such an over-exaggeration when it comes to I'm gonna misinformation. It's
get
the fuck out of here, dude.
And to anybody who hasn't, cancel your PayPal accounts for the love of God before they fine you $2,500. So.
We're bullshit.
Moving on up from Audio Central, the coffee poured into this cup is actually a wooden sculpture. I'm just going to read this here. A year ago, Japanese woodcarver Kibori no Kono, and this is his Twitter handle, took to Twitter to share photos of some hyper-realistic coffee beans he had sculpted out of wood and then painted. They looked just like the real thing, and people couldn't stop praising his talent. Since then, he has created all sorts of interesting sculptures, and to celebrate the piece that really kick-started his year-long artistic journey, the Japanese artisan decided to do something really special, and that he did. This is wood.
Well, yeah, if you scroll down, there's also a video and a little step-by-step process.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Huh.
This is the wood block there, and then whittles it down.
Oh, here's a video.
Japanese art is something else.
It is.
Years of practice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Reminds me of the level of skill and craftsmanship in this just reminds me of that guy from Blade Runner who would make the teeny tiny origamis.
The first thing that went through my mind was probably a Zanny thought because I'm not seeing a coffee bean there.
Should probably mute Viscous. He's echoing a bit.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. Yeah,
Welcome to the show,
I'm
by
trying
the
to
way.
fix that. Yeah, no worries. How the fuck do I fix this? I'm so
Anyway, we're gonna move on up here. More from Oddity Central. Professional cosplayer is a real-life Jotaro Kuju. So if anybody knows JoJo and everything.
Ho ho ho! Yotoze wa.
I've never seen it myself, but I get the memes.
No, yeah, I only get the memes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says here, actually, why don't you read this, MTM? Read this paragraph for us, please.
The top there. I was scrolling down to look at the pictures. Give me a second.
Huh.
Taryn is an international cosplayer and professional performer from Italy, who specializes in bringing popular male anime and video game characters to life using detailed costumes and makeup. His portfolio is nothing short of impressive, featuring real-life impersonations of characters like The Witcher's Geralt, Arataki Ito from Genshin Impact, Roman Sukana from Jujutsu Kaisen, many others. But the one that really got people's attention this year was Taran's Jotaro Kujo cosplay, which, in many people's view, is simply flawless.
Damn.
It's quite amazing, yeah, when people do this particular makeup
Oh my
style.
god, is that a
Actually wasn't
JoJo
expecting
reference?
anything
Yes,
like
it
that,
is.
but
Very much so.
that's,
It's a very
quite
it's a very big JoJo
scene,
reference that's in
but-
your face. I find this style of makeup also quite amazing when people can use eyeliner and eyeshadow
shadows.
to make
Those
the
are what
facial features of someone who would be a cel-shaded character or an animated character.
Yeah, like they really got the cheekbones here, his scars, some dirt, and really got like the neck and the tonage.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. It looks like he's like straight out of a Telltale game though, like the you know
Pardon
the
my
cel-shaded
French,
kind of style of his the bridge of the nose too. Yeah, especially
That's amazing.
unreal.
Oh god damn, he's jacked too. Holy shit.
Ah!
So dang. So let's see. Moving on up here from the mirror. This one's wild. James Argan, at the age of 34, plans to move in with his 18-year-old girlfriend after she met his parents. What?
Yikes! Really quick.
Yikes.
Anybody notice trend
That's a big
Yeah.
yikes.
like
Oh boy.
That is yikes.
I don't know if
Has
this
No.
is
anybody
talking.
noticed-
I can hear
No.
it's kind of.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry. Has anybody noticed
I don't
that
know.
there's
I guess
so
I'm a little
many
more
older
open-minded. I
people?
don't find
Hold
this
on,
that.
one at a time, please.
repulsive.
What, Viscous?
Yeah, I've been seeing like at least 5 or 6 different celebrities.
No, the insider added to
That
this
are
on
old.
that no one cares about the 15-year age gap between the two.
MTM, hold on. We'll give you your turn. Let Viscous
Sure.
talk, please.
Well, like, did you see Cher recently?
No, I've seen Madonna recently, and that was a horror.
Well, I know Cher is like Tales from the Crypt,
oh, God.
but her fiance now, or I guess husband, I don't remember which,
Oh, God.
is like 19 or 20. Yeah, no.
Oh,
She looks
my
good for her
God.
age, but she's about 1,000. So, I mean, so it's a little rough, but I've just been seeing like a shit ton of older women with young men. If it were the opposite way around, I'm just saying a lot of people would be like, ooh, grooming. But this is grooming. It's really weird.
Look at Madonna.
Hang on.
My mom,
Second photo, why does
my
she look
mom is
like-
66. My dad isn't even 50 yet.
In
Yeah,
that
that's
second
freaky.
photo, she looks like blonde Megan Fox in that second. In the
Ew,
second
what is
photo
that?
earlier.
Is that Madonna?
That's Madonna. She looks
No,
like
that's
a
not.
cross between Greta Thunberg and Hermione Granger.
She looks like a goblin almost, or like a woodland creature.
Well, let's
Yeah,
not be
like a hobgoblin.
disrespectful.
No. I
So-
still love her music and I appreciate her as an artist, but the whole shaving off of the eyebrows, I'm just getting really big Mr. Clean vibes.
Oh God. Actually, she kind of has like a little bit of a.
Nobody
of a
looks
muffin
good
thing
without
going on,
with
too.
with shaved eyebrows. You find me one person who looks good with shaved eyebrows. There's a reason
Looks like
humans
she's
have
wearing a wig.
eyebrows. It's because we
Stone
need them.
Cold Steve Austin.
I apologize.
she's
for,
wearing a
He
wig.
has shaved eyebrows.
Well,
Might be
you
right.
know what they say.
Did I hear somebody say they make wig eyebrows a thing?
Wig eyebrows?
That should be on the
No,
news.
no, no,
yeah.
no. I said it
Eyebrow wigs.
No. I said it looks like she's wearing a wig.
Oh.
Oh shit! Wait, they actually are a thing.
Well,
Holy
yeah.
shit!
That wasn't even intentional. I didn't even mention eyebrow wigs, and this just came up.
Sir, this is 2022. You
Oh.
can save your own skin if
Yeah.
that's on it, dude.
No,
Yeah, it
I
makes me
said
think
something
of,
about
Get
eyebrow.
the money.
Has anybody seen that video with Elijah Wood where will you wear wigs? When
Let's
will
get,
you wear wigs?
Let's get back on track here with
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
With this,
All right.
yeah. Says here, James Argent is reporting planning to move
Pirate's
in with his
favorite
girlfriend,
person.
Stella Tyrion, after she met his parents. Well, I guess with that name, he is being a pirate. I guess he's kind of robbing the cradle. So, the 34-year-old Towie star is understood to have flown the 18-year-old to meet his friends and family in Essex. His parents were apparently bowled over by the young actress after the meeting. Quote, they all think she's great, and everyone is just so pleased to see James so happy. No one has seen him smile like this in years, and he's in a really good place at the moment, end quote, an insider claimed. And there's more quotes here, so,
And there's more quotes here,
yeah.
but I'm not going to read them.
I mean, I will say that she is rather beautiful. She's really looking pretty in that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
34
Though.
and 18, Like,
Wait,
Yeah,
the guy is he's 18?
I think the problem
Looks
with
like
this
he's
is
like
that-
40.
no.
So in order, I would argue that in order to have a proper, a real proper romantic relationship, it takes about 3 years to really truly get to know someone and their way of being, their manners.
You got to go away
So
with
if
them
he-
somewhere.
I wonder
and then
how
you see
long
their
he
bad
knew her
habits.
before she turned 18.
Ooh, ew!
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yikes.
I didn't even think of that.
That's a yikers to think about.
That is
I mean,
a yikers.
the most yikers relationship in history is Charlie Chaplin and his 18-year-old wife.
Oh,
I gotta
wow.
tell you that might
What
even
about
be
Paul Walker? His
doinks.
was pretty. Paul Walker.
Wait,
Well, Charlie Chaplin actually
Really
had a
quick,
child with
really
an
quick.
18-year-old when he was about 73. So
Really quick before we move away from ARG, because I got a pirate joke. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? I'm 80.
I'm trying to think
It's
of
so
how to say it.
stupid.
Yeah.
I'm 80. I don't
Hi,
know.
matey.
That was not worth it. Next.
Next, more from the
Hey,
mirror.
Flapper.
Guests say hotel is like Adam's Family at Britannia's named UK's worst chain for 10th time. Wow. How are they still in business? It says,
I'm back too drunk.
Guests at a listed seafront hotel reckon they have a room with a woo complaining. What the hell does woo mean? Complaining it was like something from the Addams
Sims.
Family. The Grand Hotel in Scarborough has been hit with a series of negative reviews online as owners Britannia were this week named the country's worst hotel chain for the 10th year in a row. Wow. Wow.
I love this
how are you
comment
still in
right here.
business?
Hold on, scroll up real quick. I love this comment. This is just somebody that fucked up drunk. Don't come back too drunk, as you'll probably have to climb over the bed to get to the bathroom, as I did. That's
What?
their own fault. That's not the fucking hotel. You did that. You
Well,
were
usually
drunk, climbed over your
hotels,
bed.
usually the hotel rooms have the bathrooms near the front door and the beds, at the end of the room
Yeah.
with the windows. So it is really weird to have the bathroom after the bed, you know?
I mean, I've been to Japan, I've been to Korea, I've been to England even. I have been in some places with some small ass room, but I've never gotten drunk and climbed over the bed. I mean, I've gotten drunk and stumbled in. I fell asleep in a bathtub once, even though it was empty. It didn't even
I
have
love that.
water in it, thank God.
Good.
But
Good.
I love that
What
quote.
the hell
like-
did I just walk into?
We're talking
back.
about a very bad hotel that's been voted for 10 years in a row as the United Kingdom's worst hotel chain.
Well,
called-
I
shit,
love that
man.
quote. We drove
called
up
the
to find a
Britannic
riot
stink
van
pot.
parked outside. First red flag. It's like,
people
yes,
with-
people
anywhere
with
you would
signs.
go, anywhere, anywhere. Your girlfriend's house, the putt mini golf course, pretty much anywhere you go, that's gonna be a red flag.
Putt mini golf course.
it's just bad.
Our
It's just
room-
bad. And you know, people are like doing unclassy stuff inside of that windmill. You know that windmill they got at putt courses? I don't like it. I know there's some people that go in there and do shady shit.
I go in there and I and I destroy my enemies with kindness.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say enema for some reason. I got really scared.
Yeah, I love
I
how
go
you
into
got really
I
scared.
go into the putt golf course with an enema.
I was
my
talking to
I'm gonna
someone,
do that.
you know, because I'm an ROV employee. It's my day job
Hmm.
that I do seasonally, right when there's elections and things. And I was talking to someone about considering, like, he's thinking about getting a petition together. This is so silly, but thinking about getting a petition together to have all new properties be investigated by paranormal hunters and things, so that they can disclose if a property is like. So it'll be the law to disclose if a property is haunted, right before
You
people
wanna know
buy,
something
because
weird?
people buy these properties and they're
That's
haunted. and they
oddly-
can't live
that's
there. It's
oddly
so unbearable
relevant.
to them.
That's oddly
Did you
relevant
hear-
to what I'm going through because I'm getting a new apartment soon, and I keep having these nightmares that I see this grudge kind of ghost because I'm so scared that I'm gonna get a new place to live and then it's gonna be fucking haunted, and I don't know what I'd do with that. I'd be like,
Well, yeah, it's like once
time
you
to
buy,
just
you put the
kill
payment
myself
down,
and
you put
become
the
a ghost.
mortgage down, you put the down lease on your apartment, you're stuck there with
Well,
this
let's
haunted
get
stuck.
back
building.
on track with the
I'm
news
stuck
here,
with the
guys.
demon.
Sorry,
Let's
but-
get back
No,
on track.
actually, I
Sorry.
want to say one thing. If they're talking about paranormal, I just found out they're going to be tearing down the Penhurst Asylum out in Pennsylvania.
Dang.
Oh,
I'm
there it
getting
goes.
feedback from Viscous here.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Sorry,
I gotta
I
turn my mic down a little bit.
Yeah,
There you go. Is that better?
yeah. Yeah, I was hearing
My
people
headset
kind
sucks,
of in
but
the
my
background
girlfriend bought it
repeating
for
stuff.
me, so I can't get rid of it.
I see Bread Mace is spamming himself over there. But more from UPI here. A British couple driving ambulance across the globe for world record. This is interesting. Oh, wow.
Oh, they're driving it.
Interesting.
Whoa.
What a silly
gonna
world
say,
record, but
That'd be my luck. I'd be dying, and the guy would take the longest route.
Dude,
Gets
you
paid
see
by
this?
the mile.
This tripped me out. I see this, and it's, they're in front of the ambulance. You see, and I scroll down, and they're 2D all of a sudden. That's kind of trippy. It says
That's
Oh,
a good
man,
90s JPEG.
I keep getting kicked out. I think I'm having data issues out here in PA.
maybe. Anyway, here it says a British couple bought an ambulance off of eBay and are on a quest to break the Guinness World Record for longest journey in an ambulance, and they're already unofficially succeeded. Oh, that's interesting. I think I've talked about this before.
Rachel
actually.
Nixon.
Yeah, Lauren Stoddy and Rachel. Which, by the way, I forgot what state it was, but I forgot which state it was, but there's a state that their governor is now John Kennedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We truly are regressing back to the past. I love it.
I mean, we also
Yeah, I
got
love it.
dude.
Well,
Anyway-
hopefully he doesn't go for a drive to clear his head.
Yeah. Anyway,
we choose
oh, God.
undead undead zombies not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
I get hard to Rachel Nixon.
Like it's hot.
All right, people,
We don't
settle
even make
down,
it out
settle
of-
down. Let's continue on here. Lauren Stoddy and Rachel Nixon, who are both veterinarians, said they were initially planning to purchase an RV to travel the world, but an ambulance for sale on eBay caught their attention in 2018. Quote, we were looking for a functional vehicle to go traveling in, and we fell in love with the ambulance and the aesthetics, end quote, Doty told
Ziz.
CNN.
Because we want to die.
Get that Ziz aesthetic. Get the Ziz
Yes.
aesthetics. Let's go aesthetic army.
Anesthetics.
Aesthetic physique army. Let's
It is kind of a cute story, though.
It says
Not
here,
gonna
It is.
the pair, accompanied by their dog, Peggy Sue,
Even better.
Peggy Sue,
Oh.
set off in
Peggy
their-
Sue.
Yep.
That's a good
Set
tune.
off in
That was a
their
good tune.
white Land Rover Defender in October 2021 with the goal of visiting 50 countries and setting the Guinness World Record for longest journey in an ambulance. Okay, well, that's really cool. So far, they have traveled to 24 countries across Europe and crossed more than 14,913 miles, surpassing the goal of 12,427.4 miles set by Guinness World Records. So they've already beaten it.
Oh, well, good on them.
Dang.
Nice.
They're still going to continue,
Nice.
though, and so they're probably going to, like, cement this record forever, until we have interstellar ambulances that travel from planets.
How they
So-
drive into Ukraine
You know what I
and
think
just put
sucks,
a
though?
roadside bomb. Oh, wait, no, that's Afghanistan.
You know what
right,
sucks
right.
with Guinness,
Seems like a
though?
very
Is like, don't they...
bizarre-
Hold on a second,
Don't you
guys.
have to
One
pay
at
to
a time,
get
please.
the-
One at a time, please. So, what, Viscous?
Oh, I said,
Yep.
isn't the like shitty thing with Guinness that you have to like pay to get your
Yep.
thing?
Oh,
It's
that
like,
sucks.
I'm already doing the thing. Why do I gotta pay for it? it's like $300. Well,
Well,
yeah.
I think you have to pay for the record keeper to come to your house to observe you performing the record.
I don't want a weirdo.
See, my buddy
I'm
and
not
I,
paying
we're going
for
to try
weirdo
and
Pay
become
their
the world
salary,
biggest
otherwise you don't get in. Yeah,
records for the
basically.
quickest marriage.
Alice,
They have
a
her riding around in the ambulance.
Oh, I was saying that my buddy, I call him my hubby. He's not really my husband, but we were going to originally try to set the Guinness Book of World Records for quickest marriage.
Huh.
I would immediately after we exchange vows and we sign the stuff, I slap him and go, "She beats me," and then we annul it.
Wow. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? That makes me wonder. Shortest marriage.
I think it's like 48 minutes or something like that.
That's a shotgun wedding if I ever did see one.
Well, you have to be pregnant for that one.
Less than 3 minutes.
Fuck! Someone's already changed that. Shit, I'm fucked.
Yeah, in a
Well,
story
thank God I
that
never
shook the
saw it.
internet, a Kuwaiti couple divorced less than 3 minutes after tying the knot. Holy crap! Wow,
That's pretty quick.
Damn.
They must have done. It must have been
Well-
in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Well, they shouldn't have got married in the first place at that point.
Yeah, I
Getting
know, right?
split up that quick.
No, they
Jeez.
just wanted to Guinness Book World Records. Like somebody else was thinking the same thing I was. Bastards.
Well, let's get back on the news, shall we? From UPI
back
here,
on
a
the
big shark lands on fishing boat off New Zealand coast. So let's just watch
Ooh,
this
New
here.
Zealand. What happened?
A big shark lands on a fishing boat. So oh my god!
That is
What
a
the
giant
hell?
shark.
Okay, let's do this.
Holy crap!
Dude's having, oh my god.
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
and then they're just
No,
out there
no,
not doing
replay
anything.
it. Replay it.
Okay, dude, this is hilarious. This is like right out of Grand Theft Auto. What the hell?
Oh my god!
That is very
It's like
GTA.
they tried
Is that a
to
great?
get out of
That's a
bounds.
great white.
No, it's a Mako shark.
It just
Oh
means, wait,
shit!
Yeah,
Just
means
it just looked like
GTA
because of the belly.
yeah.
Great white.
wait a minute. That makes GTA one of the most realistic
Oh.
video games.
Oh, that
Well, I mean, if you ever come to Los Angeles, you know, it
That
pretty
and-
much is.
That and NASCAR because of the whole Chastain move
Yeah.
at Martinsville.
I don't even need to read this. You know, like you just check the link in the underbar and you'll find this. This video is amazing. So, but let's see here. More from UPI. Doctor assembles leg bones in record time at a Texas convention. Okay. Says here, an attendee at the American Association for Hip and Knee Surgeons 2022 annual meeting in Tejas broke a Guinness, pardon me, a world record by assembling the bones of the human leg in 78 seconds. Wow. The meeting at Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center in Grapevine featured a competition sponsored by California-based Orth Allen Inc., which featured 113 competitors attempting to assemble the 30 bones of the human leg in the fastest time. So, dude, I'm trying. Hey, you know, but only steers and what, you know, come out of Texas, and you don't have any horns, so that about narrows it down. You know, don't say the actual quote.
David.
But-
It's that Gaylord.
Anyway, shut up, Davis. Anyway, UPI, TikTok artist entombed a bag of Cheetos in 3,000-pound sarcophagus. Why?
Wow.
So, an artist who chronicles his bizarre projects on TikTok is going viral thanks to his latest stunt, burying a packet of Flamin' Hot Cheetos in a 3,000-pound concrete sarcophagus. The TikToker who goes by the handle Sunday Nobody posted a 3-minute video to the site showing the process of building, decorating, and burying the snack food tomb in an undisclosed location in the Pacific Northwest. Huh. The artist said that the project took him about 4 months to complete and cost around $1,250 in materials. That seems like a massive waste, you know? Like,
Wow.
Wow.
Literally could have put $1,200 to something else.
Dude, that makes me wonder, like, you know, if our civilization perishes and, like, another one rises or aliens visit, an archaeologist is going to find, like, a random, like, sarcophagus with a bag of Cheetos in there and not understand what the fuck is going on. I wonder if that's why we're so confused, you know, with a lot of our archaeological discoveries. How many trolls, you know, were there back in those days? To just said, oh, let's do this to see what fucking happens, you know? like Like that one guy who,
Excuse me.
you've seen that picture of that one guy in Pompeii, who is,
Yeah.
yeah, pleasuring himself. Yeah, and Entombed forever, choking the chicken. What a Chad.
That guy had the right idea. He's like, you know what? If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out having fun.
But yeah, I went to Pompeii. That was a really great experience, actually. And I got to see the guy, tickling the gherkin or whatever he was doing. Honestly, I swear to God, that would be me in ancient times. If I had like 30 seconds, because that's all it takes, left to live,
Damn.
I would be like, this is what I need to do. It's like, I gotta go. I gotta leave a legacy. But
like,
it does go to show you, like you said, about how archaeologists look at that, like the dumb shit we do nowadays. They're gonna find that and be like, they're gonna be looking at each other like, what the fuck is this?
What was
You'd be
wrong
like-
with these people?
It's like dinosaurs.
Yeah,
They're
these
gonna
guys are
find,
weird.
because the bag is gonna deteriorate, but they're gonna find cornmeal and like whatever Cheetos are made of, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's what these people's skin used to be made of. That's wild.
But-
They used to be made out of like dehydrated corn.
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Like, would the bag disintegrate?
Unbelievable.
Because it's in a concrete tomb. Like, there's
Yeah, but there used to be fucking corn people. You're missing the point.
corn people.
These
Yeah,
motherfuckers were made out of corn.
I know
imagine?
corn, man. So,
Oh man,
anyway,
Ooh, aren't we all
Yes.
inside?
making me hungry for some Cheetos flavored mac and cheese.
oh god.
The
Have you
flaming
seen-
hot kind? Ugh.
Have you seen
Jalapeno
those?
Don't even get me
Probably.
started.
Have you seen those mac and cheese gummies?
No.
I would rather be John F. Kennedy
Whoa.
Oh,
I
than
like your
ever
funny
eat
words.
a
That's
cheesy
Whoa,
gummy.
he really
a
went
cheesy
there.
gummy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been like 1,000 years since he died. Who cares?
Anyway, our last story
not
here.
even.
Our last story here from UPI: shoe-shaped house in Pennsylvania is now available for short stays.
Oh, the old lady who lifted a shoe.
Yes,
Had somebody show her and she
She's
didn't know what
real.
to
yes.
do. Art
She's
imitates
been real
life
this
and
whole
life
time.
imitates
I've
art.
been through
That'll be
there.
it.
I've been by that place. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if it's smelly though.
I wouldn't be
hot.
surprised.
It says here the new owners of an unusual shoe-shaped Pennsylvania house built in 1948 announced the facility is now available for rent for short-term accommodations. Hey, I know a couple people in Pennsylvania.
Hey, yeah,
I know
yeah.
a couple people with a foot
yeah.
fetish in Pennsylvania.
What,
They love it.
What the fuck? What? No, no, no,
That's the
no.
Yeah, no, bad,
So-
bad visitors.
No,
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
they're degenerates.
So you're saying you know Dan Schneider?
Dan Schneider.
Schneider's Bakery over here.
Yo, so
it
anybody
was
want to
Johnny
read
Sins.
these? Anybody want to read these
Waylon
last two?
and Naomi Brown purchased Pelham Township's Haynes Shoe House in July, and they announced on Facebook, the house is now available for short-term rentals on Verbo.
That-
The house was actually built in 1948 to promote Malholm Haynes' chain of shoe stores, and it has since gone through multiple owners and served as a honeymoon suite. Ugh. And an ice cream shop. Ugh. And a tourist attraction. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The house was renovated by the Browns in 3 bedrooms, which are filled with shoe memorabilia and have dubbed the Shoelace Space, Intep Suite, and Ankle Abode. Ugh.
This is.
We really
this is
tried to
funny.
help preserve some of the original features.
Yep.
I'll tell you something. That's a deal you just can't shoo away.
Oh, boo.
Reservations
is
start
gonna be
at
something.
$269 for that.
No, not worth it. Not worth it.
Hey,
Not
you
worth
get
it.
it? 269. Ha ha ha. It takes 2.
Such a conveniently placed sign.
Conveniently placed shoe.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I best,
Very convenient.
I think they best get to stepping. But yeah, so that's interesting. Would anybody like to spend a night in a shoe?
Mayhaps.
I think I'd still rather be John F. Kennedy.
Depends on who's with me. If I get the honeymoon suite, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole thing is a honeymoon suite.
It's just-
What the fuck? What the
Where's
fuck is
cool?
the honeymoon suite in a shoe? Oh, you get the sock.
It's-
You, oh yeah.
No,
It's a honeymoon
You get
suite,
the
then where's
Achilles
the pool?
heel.
no,
Winky
it's
face.
where the tongue goes.
What if that's Achilles' shoe?
Then there'd be a big old arrow sticking out of it in the heel.
Just an arrow in the where the Achilles tendon is.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap us
Until
up
I took an
here.
arrow to the knee.
That shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, which includes everything
The Shoe House.
Omni Coalition. Go check us out over there. For your dose of different, odd, and otherwise unknown news, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is what your guys' time?
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
6:46-ish. I don't know now.
Yeah.
You asking
Oh,
now?
yeah, it's like 6. Yeah,
right now.
it's almost
Yeah,
7.
4 to 4 for me.
Dang. Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the west here with me.
Correct.
Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I was A.O. Xander.
I'm MTM.
The Slayer.
Creek Alley.
Who is Alice?
Yep. And we also had
Sorry,
Muffin
I
on the
had
show.
to do a thingy.
We had Queen Victoria the second. We had Zanny. We had a couple other people. I don't remember who, unfortunately. But thank you. Shout outs to all of them. Thank you for watching and all that stuff. Anyway, until you catch us on Friday, or if you're interested in history, you can catch us tomorrow at 10 in the morning Pacific time for the history show. Whenever you see us next time, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection. Rate 5 thumbs and subscribe. Until then, toodles.
Toodles.
Don't forget to have
Have
your
a
pets
great
spayed and
evening,
neutered,
folks.
dried home safe.
Dude, drive safe, don't rape.
Water.